Good morning, and happy Wednesday. We are looking this morning at posture, core strength, and I hope you can join me. We will be up for the first few minutes and with a little bit of a warm-up through the joints, get everything going, get our breathing regulated, and then we will be coming down to the mat to test that core, then coming back up to reanalyze our posture and alignment. So let's get started with a nice little gentle warm-up where we can focus on our alignment, settle in and rock the shoulders, inhaling up, exhaling down, circle around, open up the airways and expand the rib cage wide while still connecting into the pelvic floor. Let's change direction of the shoulders. Think about the pelvic floor as being 3 points, sit bones, pubic bone, or 4 points, and tailbone, and just gently draw that up towards your tummy button, like a lift going up. And then the transversus muscles will wrap like a corset. Let's take the arms out wide, flex into the upper spine, open out, draw the shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades come in towards your spine, and then flex forward, bring the shoulder blades around your rib cage, round, inhale, open, exhale. We're trying to keep the body still, focusing just on the upper thoracic spine and into cervical spine. One more. Take one arm up and find a little side bend, so a little stretch down the side of the body here. What we're doing is we're just getting those joints mobilized, getting the blood circulating around into the muscles, assisting our skeletal structure so that we can demand more of it a little bit later on. Up and over. Bring the fingertips to your shoulders. Let's go for full range of motion now through the shoulders. Add a little knee bend. Changing direction. And you go. Really thoroughly warming through the shoulders. Okay. Take the arms out wide. Palms up, palms down. 2 and 3 and 4, and now to the side bend, up and over. Now this time we're going to shift the hips up, over. So we're just moving into the hips. We are remembering our posture and alignment for later. One more each way. Inhaling up, exhale over. Let's take our attention to our pelvis. Just find that alignment, top of the crest of the hip, running down to the ankle bone. And that crest of the hip then is in line with the shoulder and therefore the ear. So the head isn't tipped forward. We're upright, draw the shoulder blades back and down. And let's find some movement for the hip. Up, circle round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change direction of that leg. So we send it back, send it out. Back. Mobilize the hip and stay as upright as you can. One more. Changing legs. Zip up, get the connection. Then start to move. It helps with the balance. Circle. Now if you're a bit wobbly, don't worry. Pop your hand on something. Back of a chair, or the work surface, or even a pole, broomstick. One more. Change direction, back and round. We're trying to get the movement inside the hip here. Exhale round. And then we have the last one. Circle the pelvis now. We're moving into the knees a little more, warming up into the ankles. Feel the toes and move from side to side on those feet. And then finally, the big and important aspect of mobility, change direction. is the spine. We want to mobilize further down. We did the thoracic spine earlier. We now want to go into the lumbar spine, and one of the easiest ways to do that while standing from our posture alignment, remember that if the palms are following backwards, the shoulders are rounded forward. If the thumbs are forward, the shoulders are likely to be open. Let's roll the chin in towards the chest. Allow the hands to hang forward and hang here, and then roll back up. We're only going part of the way. I want you to be conscious of rolling down and avoiding from pushing the pelvis back. We want to stay forward so that we lift into those abdominals without pushing the pelvis back and tipping at the hips. So it's a slow lift, up and over, hang. Feel as though you're going to topple forward. Imagine that you've got a wall behind you, and in fact that's a good way to practice this. And that way we can get the lift into the abdominals and the flexion through the spine, and then roll back up. So if you're feeling a bit sticky, come part of the way down, soften the knees, bring your hands to your thighs, come out to flat back. Now we're tipping at the hips. We can draw the pelvis underneath us, round, and go again. Flex. Really good way to warm up through the lower spine here. Drawing the tailbone underneath us, and exhale. Inhale. One more. Flex. Now release the pelvis. Let's wiggle it. So from the flat back, we can push the tailbone away and just wiggle the tailbone away one side to the other, just shifting the pelvis, releasing some tension in the lower back. Rolling back up centrally. So a little bit more limbered up, a little bit more mobile. We are ready for a bit more. Let's take the legs out wide and just soften into the knees. So challenge, if your knees are a challenge for you, lift them up onto a little cushion and work down. So coming down to the wide leg squat. Still thinking about posture alignment. We're coming down centrally to the legs. The tailbone goes away slightly. 2, 3, 4, and up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. So the legs are an essential part of the core training, yes, but we know that they are just part of that extension for the box. Okay, come up, one more. We're just warming up through these big muscle groups. Up and center, down to the narrow leg squat. So chest lifted, bottom push back, hover, push back up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. As a result of the legs getting lined, warmed up, those muscles, the heart rate will come up a little bit, pump efficiently around your body. Ready for that core workout. And up. Okay, let's take the arms up. Extend slightly. So from that alignment, we want to bring the arms back and allow the rib cage to push forward, but keep the pelvis underneath you. Don't hinge into the lower back. Come back, extend and reach. And then roll forward. Let's go again. Arms up, extend. Focus is extension here. Arms come back behind the ears and flow forward. Inhaling up and exhale forward. One more here. And up and down. So let's just turn the head to the side. Notice for any tension. Now we've warmed up through the shoulders and the upper spine, we can release that tension in the neck. Draw the chin in slightly and release. We're going to be rolling down to the mat. Focusing on the abdominals. Let's make that start. Roll down, chin in, hang forward, weight on the balls of the feet. Slowly come on down. Walk the hands forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop your knees, set your shoulders, and rock forward and back. Now find that point which you feel is central to the weight distribution. So invariably it should be the wrists are underneath your shoulders. We're taking one knee and up and across, round. Try and keep everything level, working into those hips. So here your core strength is supporting your back, working through those shoulders to change direction. Circle around. 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Other side. Set the shoulders, realign because you might have come out of alignment into the midline. Circle it round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change direction. And in and down. Roll through into the cat stretch. And then roll back out. So another articulation of the spine. This time the focus is working on those abdominals to pull the abs up, 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 and roll back out. And up, up, and back out. Tuck the toes under, come over onto your side. Upper body rotation. We're working on the obliques here. So the hands are in front. Head is elevated to start with. Arm comes up. Shoulder stabilization, rotate. Open out the arm. Inhale. Exhale, come back over. So we're feeling that obliques are doing the job of controlling the rib cage around the body. And then we can open up the arm. Now use the obliques here between your hips to pull the rib cage back over, and the arm will come with you. One more. Inhale up. Exhale back. Going for the other side. So heels in line with the tailbone, hips are stacked. Knees stay down, double arms in front. Inhale up. Control. Rotate. Now we can rest the head down, open out, inhale, exhale, obliques, pull you back over. Again, up, breathe, press the knees down, open, hold, and exhale. We got one more. Come on up, over, and back. Roll over onto our back. So here, this is where we expect to do the traditional exercises for your abs. First of all, we're going to stabilize through the lower back. So the back comes down to the mat. We bring the legs to tabletop. And then we take the hands back behind the head. Fingertip control, elbows wide. Lengthen through the neck first. Exhale up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, rotate. So we all know this one as being our oblique exercise. Slow return. Exhale over. Through our rotating muscles. Really good essential exercise for core. Notice that the pelvis stays level and under control as we take the chest up, across, center, and roll back down. Taking the legs up to the ceiling, we're still working on abdominals. Now, in order to keep the legs up, we have to work through the hip flexors and lengthen through the hamstrings and keep those abdominals tight. Hands are down by your side, and then we climb up the legs and send one leg down. So we're still working abdominals, we're lengthening through the hip flexor. So those muscles attached to the top of the thigh, to the pelvis, all part of that core control. And one more. And then bend the knees, rolling up to sitting. We are coming up to the half roll back. So the pelvis is scooped underneath us. Roll back. Take the arms up and take them forward. Roll forward. Stay in the C shape. So we're direct abdominals now. Arms up. Bringing the arms up to increase the load. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's add in now. Exhale back. Rotate. So we're now adding in the element of the obliques. Challenging those abs. Rotate. One more each side. So we would normally do about 6 of these to get the feeling, complete the exercise. Let's turn the knees over. We'll come over onto our front. So a good old core exercise for you. Hands and knees flat back. Opposite arm to leg. Slide and hold. Just hold this. Now ensure that you lift from your glute muscle and the muscles behind your shoulders. Hold here. Hold. Bring it back in. Other side. Exhale long. Lift. Hold. Lower. It's a really good, strong exercise for your core. Keep everything level. Nice long line while you work through the limbs. This is the last one. Exhale. And out. And in. Set your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Walk the hands back to your knees. Flex through the ankles. Roll up. Walk the hands up your legs, flexing through the spine. Coming back up for the last stage of focus and balance. Okay, take the leg out to the side. Zip up the dots and check out your core strength. Find stability in your shoulders because that will help assist the core. Taking star balance. Soft. Exhale. Now focus. Tip. Hold the balance. Reach the toe. Reach the fingers. Feel the power in the supporting leg. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1 and bring it back in. We're going for the other side, so find the balance. Zip everything up. Give your body a chance to prepare. Power in the thigh. Power in the thigh. Avoid locking out the knee. Drop. Inhale. Exhale. Find your balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Grow tall. Inhale up. Exhale. Take the arms forward. Tip from your hips and take one leg back behind you. Bring your body parallel to the floor. Eye gaze goes down. Bring the leg up behind you. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Other side. Connect again so that you can support your back as you tip forward from the hips. Pull the shoulders in, but the arms are forward. Lengthen the leg out behind you. One leg doesn't want to work today. And bring it back in. We are done this morning on our little bit of core and our little bit of balance with some postural alignment. So I hope that that's helped this morning to get you going for that midweek day. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a little bit of power. We've got a little bit of weights. couple of kilos perhaps, or some good old water bottles. Come and join me tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.